So set your intention for this practice. Some themes that might relate to the fourth chakra, heart chakra, can be offering and receiving love with ease, trust in yourself, trust in the support of the universe, cultivating compassion, cultivating that compassion for yourself and for others, allowing for happiness and unbridled joy. Allowing for happiness and joy. Releasing the fear of getting hurt. Letting go of old heartache. Feel free to use any of these or choose your own, what feels resonant in this moment. As long as it feels true to you, it has value. So I'll give you just a moment. Just a moment in stillness as we begin to settle in. Come to a comfortable seat. Begin to tune into the sensations of the body. Take a hazy gaze in front of you or close the eyes. We'll settle into a place that feels like the ears are lined up over the shoulders and the shoulders are lined up over the hips. You may notice that you need to sit back a little bit to accomplish this. Further opening up through the front body, really allowing the sternum to lift. Having a few moments of quiet. Taking a little before picture, a little check-in. And then begin to settle in on an intention for this practice. As you're ready, bring your hands to the heart, Anjali Mudra, and begin to lightly tap the sternum with the thumbs. Let it be a rhythmic and gentle tap. As you're tapping, keep the spine long and the heart lifted and open. This is a great way to stimulate the heart energy. We'll spend a few minutes here tapping, tuning into the breath, to the sensations of the body, noticing the thoughts as you do this. Are they coming in at a rapid pace, like a rushing waterfall, or a trickle like a little stream? Just observing. Not needing to shift or adjust or change anything, just noticing what's there. Noticing what comes up as you continue to tap, continue to breathe. With every breath, allowing the belly to really fill up with your inhale. As you inhale, belly widens and fills. As you exhale, the belly begins to sink and fall. Continuing your rhythmic tapping. A few more moments. And gently release your hands to your lap take a moment here to feel any resonant vibration at the heart. Noticing the energy you've created there. And as you really absorb into that vibration, you'll find a heaviness through the legs, through the tailbone, as if your sit bones were plugging in to the grid of the earth. Finding a current of energy as you inhale, imagining that energy coming up the front body, a little lift through the navel, lift through the sternum, lift through the crown of the head. As you exhale, that current of energy moves down the back body, lengthening the shoulders down, lengthening the tailbone. Taking a few breaths with that current, moving with that current of energy. Inhale up the front. Exhaling down the back body. A few more breaths. And gently make your way onto all fours into tabletop position. As you settle in here, lining up shoulders over wrists, hips over the knees, we're going to come into a Chakra Vakasana flow. So as you inhale, get really long through the crown of the head again, lengthening through the back of the neck, widening through the space behind the heart. So as you breathe, imagine expanding in that space behind the heart between the shoulder blades. A few breaths here to really feel that space begin to puff up with your inhale. Widening, lifting. And then we'll take a flow with the breath. On the inhale, lengthening through the spine. On the exhale, hips to heels, child's pose. A few more with your breath. Inhale, press up, table. Lift through the space behind the heart. Exhale, lowering down, child's pose. A few more, moving now with your breath. Finding your own flow, your own rhythm, which might be different than mine right now. Can again close the eyes here if that feels comfortable and come into your own cadence. A few more breaths. We'll keep it going a couple more times. Trusting yourself. Trusting me. Listening to the sound of my voice. You don't have to look up or look up at the video. You can just tune into the breath. And then the next time you are up in the table, we'll stay there. Take a breath. And then slide the right foot forward. Lining up right knee over right ankle. We'll come into our low lunge pose. As you're ready, inhale to lift up through the fingertips. Exhale to settle the shoulders down a little bit, just nestling the shoulders down into place. We'll slide the right hip back a little. We'll take this with a little flow. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, sink a little deeper into that right knee. A few more times with the breath. Inhale, lift, really lifting at the sternum, scooping up the navel. Exhale, sinking a little bit lower. A few more times. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, lowering. Moving now again with the rhythm of your breath, your flow, a few more times. Trusting the rhythm of your breath. Really tuning in. And the next time you're lifted, hold here for another breath. Take a full deep breath in, and then exhale, twist open to the right. Hands come down halfway. Inhale, lift up, reach up. Exhale, bring the left hand to the right knee. Continue to lift up through the right arm. Inhale, get tall, get long, and then exhale to turn at the rib cage, just to turn and twist up under the right armpit. And take a breath here. Letting the shoulders be soft, even as you twist. Inhale, lift back up to center. Exhale, bring the hands down, frame the right foot, slide the right foot back through to tabletop. And take a moment to pause here. Let's notice how each side feels. And then slide the left foot forward. Left knee lining up over left ankle. With your inhale, lift up. Reach for the sky, maybe even a little baby back bend. And then come to center. And then we'll come to our flow on this side. So inhale, lift up, reach up through the heart space. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper into that left knee, just sliding straight forward. Inhale, lift up. Exhale to lower. And continue again, a few breaths here, following the movement of your breath, like a wave, lifting and lowering. A few more times. And then the next time you're lifted, we'll hold here for a breath. Inhale, get really tall, get really long through the spine. Exhale, twist open to the left, hands coming down halfway, shoulders softening, heart lifting, using the left ribs to really reach towards the left. Inhale, lift up center, reach back up. Exhale, bring the right hand down to the left knee. And inhale, get really tall, feel the spine elongate. Exhale, twist at the upper back and the ribs to look up under the left armpit. Let that right shoulder sink, left shoulder soften. Taking a breath here. Noticing if the head wants to really dip forward. And see if you can draw the ears back a little bit. Inhale, lift back up, reach up for center. Exhale, bring the hands back down, frame that left foot, slide the left foot back to tabletop. From here, we'll bring the elbows down to where the hands are, coming into puppy pose. As you breathe in, get long again. As you exhale, sighing it out, softening on the way down. Forehead comes down, heart space melts down. Take a few breaths here, maybe another big sigh. Focus on softening, finding places that can release and let go. Maybe through the jaw, the forehead, the shoulders, as the heart space melts down. A few more breaths here. Inhale, press back up. And then we'll walk the hands out, coming all the way down onto the belly. Out wide onto your fingertips. And then we'll take 3 cobras here. So as you inhale, lift up through the head, the shoulders, tuck the chin down to the chest. Exhale to lower. Inhale, lifting, pressing down through the tops of the feet, lifting the kneecaps. Exhale to lower. One more here. Inhale, lifting, reaching, radiating heart energy forward. Exhale to lower. Slide the hands back in line with the ribs. Press yourself back up through tabletop. Then tuck the toes, lift the hips high and back, downward facing dog. Let the head hang heavy. The shoulders rotate outward so the elbow creases are pointing forward. And then melt the heart towards the knees. A breath here. Then slide the right foot forward. Set up for warrior 1. Maybe take the left foot out a little wider. Plant the left heel. Right knee over right ankle. As you're ready, inhale, lift up warrior 1. Reach for the sky. Exhale, let the shoulders soften. The right hip slide back. Lifting up through center. Feel the belly scoop up towards the spine. Take a big breath here to lift a little higher through the armpits. And then exhale to sweep the hands behind you. Interlace the fingers and draw the fists down. Opening up through the front body. Feeling the shoulders roll together. The shoulder blades slide together through the back body. Feeling where you're drawing the shoulder blades together right behind the heart space. And then press the fist down. Lift up through the sternum. You can even take this into a little slight back bend if comfortable, keeping the navel really engaged, abdomen engaged, belly lifting up and in. Exhale, come back to center. Release through the fingertips and bring it back down. Frame the right foot, slide the right foot back, plank pose. Take a moment to settle into your plank. Really press into the fingertips to lift up out of the shoulders. Feel the shoulder blades widen left to right like you're puffing up behind the heart. Ears lifting to line up with the shoulders. Scoop up from the belly. Almost like you're rounding through the low back. And then slowly begin to lower all the way down to the belly. Hug the elbows into the side. Keep the hips lifted as long as possible to land shoulders at one time. Inhale, lift up to cobra. Slide the shoulder blades down to the back pockets. Exhale, back down. Tuck the toes. Take a breath. Exhale to press up through all fours or straight to plank. And then lift hips up high and back, downward facing dog. Take a breath here to reset. A little gentle yes and no through the head. Releasing the neck. Allow the shoulders to melt as the heart space melts towards the knees. Lifting up from that space right underneath the sit bones. And then slide the left foot forward. Set up for warrior 1 on this side, maybe taking a wider stance left to right. Plant the right heel, line up left knee over left ankle. Inhale, sweep up, reach up. Exhale, pausing here, letting the shoulders soften, but the belly stay lifted. Strong through center, strong through your core. Another inhale to really lift and get tall and long. Exhale, sweep the hands back behind you. Interlace the fingers, this time with the opposite thumb on top, the one that feels a little awkward. And then press the fist down, slightly away, rolling open through the front of the shoulders. Pull the shoulder blades together. Press the fist down and away, slightly maybe looking up, lifting up through the sternum. Maybe a little baby back bend on this side as well. Really engaging through the feet as if you were going to press the ground away from you. Lifting up through center. Feeling that current of energy again. Lifting up the front body, grounding down the back body. And exhale, come back to center, release through the fingertips. Bring the hands back down, frame that left foot, pivot on the back foot, slide the left foot back to plank pose. A moment here to puff up behind the heart space, scoop up through the belly, and then slowly lower down, elbows tucked into the sides. Inhale, cobra. Exhale back down, tuck the toes, take your breath. Use your exhale to press up through all fours, plank, and then downward facing dog. And walk the feet up to meet the hands, coming into forward fold. Let the head hang heavy, the shoulders hang loose, hands just draping down. The whole upper body sinking. And stay lifted through the core. Keep the belly lifting, hugging up. And then as you begin to slowly rise one vertebra at a time, using your center, coming from your abdomen to begin to peel the spine upward, letting the head stay super heavy like a bowling ball. Slowly rolling it up. As you rise up to mountain pose, roll up and back down through the shoulders. Root down through the feet, as if you could feel your feet growing roots down into the ground. Feel the big toe mound, the pinky toe mound, and the heel. A triangle base of support there. Inhale, lift up, reach up, sweep up through the fingertips. Exhale, hinge at the hips, folding forward, all the way back down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Long through the back of the neck. Exhale to lower. Bending the knees. And come all the way down into a little ball. Roll yourself into your own little ball. Feel that widening here again behind the heart space. Let the shoulders fall down left to right. And then take your hands behind you for support. Come back down into seated. With the knees bent, reach forward and then slowly lower yourself all the way down. One vertebra at a time again, really hugging up through the abdomen. Unrolling the spine like you're unrolling a mat. Let the hands rest as you get there. Feel that moment as you sink into the ground, surrendering a moment to gravity. And then slide the heels up towards the hips, coming into a bridge pose flow. For our first bridge, we'll have the knees lined up with the hips. As you inhale, lift up through the hips, press down through the feet, lift the chest, and tuck the chin into the chest. Take a breath here. And as you lower, slowly peel down from the shoulders, one vertebra at a time. Again, sometimes I even lift my heels to really feel into the spine, begin to roll down. And take a breath. Then slide the feet together, really together. Press the knees together, the thighs together. Inhale, lift the hips back into bridge pose. Scoop the shoulder blades together up under the heart space. Chest lifting to the sky. Chin tucked to the chest. And slowly peel it down. And take the legs out wide, left to right. We'll take one more bridge, this time wide-legged bridge. As you're ready, inhale, lift up, press up. Feel the extension, the expansion. And then slowly roll it down. Keep the feet out wide. Drop the knees to center. Take a few breaths in this constructive rest pose. Then walk the feet together. Bring the soles of the feet to touch. The knees fall out wide. A reclined butterfly. Bring the hands to the heart. And take a few breaths here. Feel the beat of your heart beneath your hands. Tune into anything that you feel here. The pulsing of your heart, wherever you find it pulsing. Maybe you find it coursing throughout your body. Maybe it's subtle. Being with whatever is here. A few breaths. Breathing a little bit deeper. Beginning to slow down through the breath. As you inhale, the belly really rises, lifts. As you exhale, belly falls. A few more breaths. We'll take a few 3-part breaths. So inhale through the belly first, then the rib cage lifts, then the collarbones lift, and exhale from the collarbones, the ribs, and then the belly falls last. A few more times, just like that. Belly, ribs, collarbones, exhale, collarbones, ribs, belly. Follow through the wave of that breath. And then release the hands. Take the legs out long. Let the whole body begin to sink down into the ground. Feeling heavy and weighted. You can stay like this, or you can come to seated for a short chant and meditation, whichever position you prefer in this moment. So whether you're lying down or seated, we're going to come to a breath affirmation. As you breathe in, you'll say to yourself or out loud, all my needs are met. We'll try that a few times. Inhale, all my needs are met. As you breathe in, all my needs are met. As you breathe out, say to yourself or whisper or out loud, I accept myself, I fulfill myself. A couple more times on the out breath. I accept myself, I fulfill myself. And then we'll combine them as you breathe in. All my needs are met. Breathe out. I accept myself. I fulfill myself. Inhale. All my needs are met. Exhale. I accept myself. I fulfill myself. A few more breaths. Inhale. All my needs are met. Exhale. I accept myself. I fulfill myself. In, all my needs are met. Out, I accept myself, I fulfill myself. A few breaths now on your own to yourself. And begin to feel the whole body soften. Feel an expansiveness around you. The eyes in a soft gaze or gently closed. Feeling a soft, warm glow around you. Shift from doing to being. Simply enjoying the experience of being here in this moment with the breath. The experience of being alive. Feeling the breath deepen. Shift from holding to feeling held. Being held by the ground, the earth. Feeling the support of the earth rise up to meet you. And resting there in that support. Continuing to follow the rhythm of your breath. I'll do a short heart chakra chant. You can listen or you can follow along with me. The seed sound for the heart chakra, yum. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. Slowly begin to wiggle through the fingers and the toes. Gradually making the movements a little bit larger into the wrists, the ankles, legs and arms. If you're lying down, slowly begin to draw one knee up and then the other. Roll onto one side. Pausing for a moment here. Acknowledging the courage it took to come here, to sit, to give yourself the gift of this practice, this presence. May it fill you with love and joy, and everyone connected to you. May it bring them love and joy, peace and happiness. As you're ready, coming up to seated, take a moment to notice how you feel.